chromosomes, DNA, and genes explained. DNA is one of the most important topics in biology. It might seem tricky at first, but it's essential because it contains the instructions that make you, well, you. Understanding chromosomes and DNA is key to understanding genetics, inheritance, and how organisms grow and develop. The cell nucleus. Every cell in your body has a small, central structure called a nucleus. Think of the nucleus as the control center of the cell. It stores all the information your body needs to function, grow, and develop. Inside the nucleus, this information is packed into structures called chromosomes. Visual suggestion: draw a simple cell with a nucleus inside, and inside the nucleus, a few coiled chromosomes. Label the nucleus and chromosomes. Chromosomes in body cells. Chromosomes are usually found in pairs in body cells. One copy comes from your mother and the other from your father. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, making a total of 46 chromosomes in each body cell. Tip: the 23rd pair is the sex chromosomes, XX for female, XY for male. Visual suggestion: draw 23 paired chromosomes, highlighting the 23rd pair as sex chromosomes. What chromosomes are made of? Chromosomes are made of DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is a long, coiled molecule, and it's the reason chromosomes look like X-shaped structures just before a cell divides. DNA coils up tightly to fit into the chromosome. Each chromosome contains thousands of genes. Visual suggestion: show a simple diagram of DNA coiled into a chromosome. DNA, coiled DNA, chromosome. Genes and characteristics. A gene is a short section of DNA. Each gene controls a particular characteristic of an organism. For example, one gene might determine hair color. Another gene might determine eye color. So chromosomes are like long strings of instructions, and genes are the individual instructions along that string. Visual suggestion: diagram showing a chromosome with labeled genes controlling brown hair and green eyes. Key facts to remember. 1. Chromosomes are in the nucleus. 2. Chromosomes come in pairs in body cells. 3. Chromosomes are made of DNA. 4. DNA is coiled to form chromosomes. 5. Chromosomes carry genes which control characteristics. 6. Genes are short sections of DNA. Practice questions. Fact recall. Q1. Where in the cell are chromosomes found? A1. In the nucleus. Q2. What molecule are chromosomes made up of? A2. DNA. Q3A. What are genes? A3. A. Genes are short sections of DNA that control characteristics. Q3B. What do we need different genes for? A3. Different genes control different characteristics, like hair color, eye color, or other inherited traits. Practice questions. Application. Imagine a microscope photograph showing a cell, its nucleus and chromosomes. Q1. Which arrow is pointing to? The cell, the outer boundary of the whole structure. The nucleus, the central part inside the cell. A chromosome, the small X-shaped structure inside the nucleus. Q2. Suggest why it is not possible to see individual genes in this photograph. A 2. Genes are much smaller than chromosomes and cannot be seen under a light microscope. They are part of the DNA and require special equipment to view. Summary for learning. Think of the cell as a factory, the nucleus as the control room, chromosomes as instruction manuals, and genes as individual instructions inside those manuals. Chromosomes equals DNA. Genes equals DNA sections controlling traits. Human cells have 46 chromosomes in 23 pairs, except gametes, which have 23 single chromosomes each. Understanding chromosomes and genes is essential for learning inheritance, DNA replication, and cell division. Visual suggestion for review. A colorful poster showing a body cell with nucleus, chromosomes inside the nucleus, coiled DNA inside a chromosome, genes labeled along the DNA with examples: hair, eye color.